What is happening, YouTube? It's your boy Austin from Big Nine Gaming here, and we're back with another deck profile. Who am I here with?
Tony Salazar.
What's up, Tony? What'd you do today, man?
I got third at the Columbus Regional.
Third at the Columbus Regional. Hell yeah. And what'd you play?
I guess Super Nimble Spright?
Super Nimble Spright? Alright, I want to see the Sprites and superhero capes now.
Alright.
That's all I want to see now.
So, the Sprites, these two, pretty standard. I wish I could run more of these because they're good at breaking boards, but I couldn't fit it because I'm not playing over 40.
Refuse to play over 40.
No, I build my decks correctly. And then for like the super nimbles are super anglers and super sunfish. Sunfish is broken. The fact that you get to play 3 and you have so many names is that you can just kind of use this liberally.
Okay.
When you only play this ratio, usually the play is usually Nimble Beaver summons Angler, then Sprint will send the other Angler and you summon 2. You summon the remaining 2, and then that's it. That's your whole like grind game essentially gone. So what you get to do with 3 Anglers and these 2 is use them more liberally and more bodies, and you actually have a grind game sort of. The Sunfish also has served double duty to be OTK enablers with Mosquito. You can, if they have any monster that's over 1,000, just crash it in attack mode, just crash it in, and Sunfish himself makes 3 bodies.
Okay, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, because Sunfish, when it's destroyed by battle, sends a fish and summons another copy of himself. It sends Angler, because Angler's a fish. So summons another copy, then Angler trigger summons another 2 bodies. So came up a lot. Sometimes I would just normal summon it, crash into something, and summon 3 bodies and start playing the game.
Seems respectable.
So
3 monsters is the way to go nowadays.
Card's really good. And that's 3 Swap Frogs. You run 3 Anglers, and you can make Toad in this deck. So I don't know why you wouldn't. Sometimes if you open Swap in this, you can discard this to Specialist Swap, and that's an extender, when this normally would be a brick in your hand. So it does a lot for the deck. You kind of need 3, even though you could get away with 2. I tried 2 and I just missed it too much.
Missed the 3rd. I feel it.
2 Melfies. This deck tries to go first. It's not going second deck. I don't think the non-engines. I don't like flying second. I think this game was meant to be going first. So this helps you make your end board.
Okay.
You have so many bodies to spit out, so you can easily make the Melfi cards.
Makes sense.
You side them out every time you're going second because these guys are fucking horrible.
Free side out too as well.
Yeah, the free side outs. And then for the rest of it's just like non-engine. So I run 3 Kaijus and 3 Ash. You run the biggest Kaiju. You run this one particularly because it's Thunder. So for Mannequin Cat, you can summon Sprites off.
Okay.
And it's the biggest Kaiju. So when you do Mosquito OTK, you need something that's over 27 if you want to kill him with 3 attackers and Mosquito. So this is the biggest Kaiju, so it just burns the most with Mosquito.
Alright, so yeah, you just need less attacks then.
Yeah, just less attacks. If you attack with something into something that's over 26 or under, you need 4 bodies and Mosquito. Yeah. So sometimes you just don't have that, so it makes the OTK simpler. Some of the Sprite spells, Smashers, 2 starter, Gamma Burst, and Double Cross. This is a free side out when you go second. This card's bad when you go second. You side it out with the other with the Melfies, so it's a clean. It's 3 cards for 3 cards.
Right.
Gamma Burst is broken. It's the best way to OTK. So if they don't have a board, you use this. If they do have a board, you use Mosquito. And then these cards don't have to be explained; they're just good. And for the rest of the non-gen, just 3 Imperms, 3 Droplet, and Foolish. Droplet's broken.
I was gonna say, how'd you like Droplets today?
Droplet's broken. The amount of times I would like Imperm Droplet someone or Droplet discard Angler to like negate like 2 of their cards and summon 2 bodies for free is insane. So like it really rewards you for having the 3rd Angler and for running a higher Nimble count. And then Foolish just summons 2 bodies for free.
Makes sense.
And that's the deck. It's 40. I guess I'll go with the side deck because some of the extra deck things like have to do with the side.
Play off the side. Makes sense.
So for back row hate, these 3, pretty standard. I wish there were Twin Twisters because I can discard an Angler and pop 2 cards. I can also like change like anti spells. I can change the floodgates because like like I try to play around Eradicator because like this deck doesn't run that many spells to begin with, so if you Eradicator me, it doesn't hurt that bad. But if I drew these and you Eradicator me, I'd get really sad.
Yeah, because you lost the interaction you did have. Yeah.
So there might be Twin Twisters in the future. Also, like against Flu, draw face Twin Twister, hit the trap. They can only activate it in main, and the field spell is just broken. Also, these are dead draws late game if you actually had to play through the board. 3 draws. This card was fine. I didn't play it against any super heavy combo decks, but it's good to have. I think it's gonna be mandatory on the side. 3 Crows. I don't know if these are better than Druis, but I just want it has a wider spread. It's not hard once per turn like Druis is. So if you open multiples against like Branded or against Tier, you can actually discard them both. But like Druis Worm has a higher ceiling where like it will stop a card and it will kill a body, and it's like an extender. So I don't know what would be better, but I wasn't too worried about extenders on my list because I have bodies for days.
Makes sense. You don't need the extender, don't use it.
Yeah, and 3 Shifter. I know I run Anglers and Swap Frogs and stuff. I don't actually need them. Like I'll gladly give those up to have you not play the game. And I run a card in the side that makes this card even better, and then the extra that makes this card even better. So that was the reason for it. Sided in every time I could. This card's insane. 2 more Kaijus. Ouch Noir. Ouch any annoying monster. It's another body. It's also the biggest one. It just doesn't have the good typings.
Okay.
So it's another big one.
It's another big one.
End of Anubis. This card sucked all day. The theory was Mannequin Cat would be good against a Tier, summon off Mannequin Cat, good against Unchained, good against Chimera, good against Branded. Realistically, it doesn't come up. It didn't come up at all. So card was bad. Don't run it. It's bait. Like the Unchained players, like if you just end on this, and like they somehow get rid of your interruptions, they'll just like the Link 2 will just eat it, or I don't know. Or like they'll talent steal, they'll like negate it with non-engine. It didn't really come up like that much because the blowout cards that blow out the rest of your board blows this out with it. Yeah. So it's not really that impressive. 2 Sprint, mandatory because I run so many Anglers. 2 Gigantic is just mandatory. The Melfi cards is Melfi of the Forest and Herald. I didn't run the other level 4 Synchro because this deck has extra deck space issues.
Okay. Makes sense.
Toad and the Bujin
Toad plays.
For Toad plays. It doesn't come up too often, but I made Toad like I think 3 times this tournament, and it was really good with Double Cross.
Nice.
Essentially just Toad Elf.
Just like the old plays we used to have.
Toad Elf. Soul Sweeper, Mannequin Cat, and the Mosquito and Phoenix. So this card's pretty standard in Spright list. It outs monsters that are too big for you to attack over. And I didn't want to run Cerberus for that. And discard a card. Mannequin Cat is it gets you follow up. If they summon a Darkie, summon Jet at start, and that's follow up. You could also summon this off it. Didn't come up much, but it was still good. I'll still run it. And there was one case where I Mannequin Catted a big monster from their graveyard so that I could Mosquito OTK into it. Because the monsters they had on board were too small for me to Mosquito OTK, and I didn't have a Kaiju. So I just revived their biggest monster in their graveyard and just Mosquitoed with that. This is like the best card in the extra. Basically, it OTK'd. I think I killed like at least 5 people with this combo. This card's insane. Gamma Burst also killed like everyone else. This didn't kill, Gamma Burst killed. Okay. Phoenix staple.
Yeah, you play 2s.
Zeus. And then Herald of Pure Light. That's where the combo with Shifter comes in. So if I Shifter you, I can end on like get 2 bodies on board, Gigantic. Summon my blue, summon my Jet, add a starter, make blue and Jet make this. This has the effect to detach one material, target one monster in your graveyard, add it to your hand, then shuffle 1 card from your hand into your deck. So if I Shifter you, there's no cards in grave, and then you pass your turn because you can't do anything. Herald, add this back, shuffle a random card I don't need, then I have Shifter again for the following turn if I don't get to kill you. And then if I didn't kill you that turn, you were stunned by Shifter with Gamma Burst, I'm definitely killing the following turn.
Makes sense.
So there's that. It came up once because it came up once with Shifter, and then once I put back my Zeus from my grave back into my extra, and remade Zeus, and that came in pretty clutch. But I don't know. I think this is a neat gimmick. If you play Shifter, I think you have to run this card.
Yeah, if you have the room, you have the one spot in there, might as well go ahead and fit it in. So
Yeah.
hell yeah, it looks like a solid deck, dude, and I can see why you got third. Looks like you know what you're doing with it. So we'll see you out here at more of the regionals around here.
Thanks.